Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has sworn in the 7-man Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution to investigate cases of brutality and human rights violation committed by the operatives of the dissolved Special Anti-Robbery Squad in the state. The panel, which is headed by retired Justice Doris Okobi, will sit for 6 months and is mandated to thoroughly investigate all verifiable claims of abuses and fatalities arising from SARS engagement in the state, with the objective of bringing erring officers to justice and get compensation from the victims. Well, the Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution for Victims of SARS has just ended its inaugural meeting. The panel is chaired by Justice Doris Okobi, but she said the day's business can't be achieved without the presence of the youth representatives. She urged the public to believe in the capacity of the panel to achieve its mandate. TVC News correspondent Kemi ADEYEMO joins me at this time. Thank you very much, Kemi, for joining us at this time. Now, looking at the situation now, of course, the NSARS movement has demanded for a panel of inquiry to be set up, which the Lagos State Governor has done, as well as other state governors. Give us an update on what plans the committee have.
Hello, Theophilus. I didn't pick the tail end of your question, but if you're asking about what transpired here, yes, the Judicial Panel of Inquiry to investigate human rights abuses allegedly perpetrated by SARS has taken off. However, the sitting has just ended. And according to the chairman of the panel, retired Justice Okobi, there were 5 members of the panel with her on the panel today. However, there are 2 other members of the panel whom the panel is awaiting, and that is the representatives of the youth body. They were not represented on the panel today. However, Mr. Ebolu Adegboruwa, a human rights activist and the senior advocate of Nigeria, was here, as well as Mr. Taiwo Lakanu, a retired assistant inspector general of police, and also the NGO was also ably represented, and the government citizen complaints body was also represented. However, the panel assured residents that they are well able to tackle and hear complaints by members of the public, so they were enjoined to come forward, and the youth was also encouraged to come forward and, make their case known whilst protests continue here in Lagos and, of course, in several parts of Lagos and of Nigeria.
All right, you mentioned that the youth's representatives were not there. Of course, we know that the youths will tell you that the protesters will say they do not have leadership, they do not have any leaders, so that's why the protests have gone on successfully till this point. But how will the panel of inquiry get to engage or involve the representative of the youths in that panel?
Absolutely. Well, right, the panel is also mindful of that, even though they didn't make any comment on that. But however, they made it known to those present here at the sitting today that an invitation had been sent to popular activist, anti-SARS activist in person of Segun Awosanya, popularly called Shegalings. However, he was held back by traffic. Many people were affected by how many roads were closed today. Yeah. And so Shegalings had sent notice that he was caught up in traffic trying to find his way down here, as well as some other human rights youth activists basically who couldn't make it. So the benefit of doubt was given to these persons to make it down at a later date.
Looking at the traffic you just mentioned, a quick one now, how is the committee going to start sitting or getting an engagement? Because for about 2 weeks now, there have been traffic all around Lagos as a result of the protests, which has blocked major highways even today. How will the sitting continue? Will it be offline or online?
Well, the committee has broken out now. The panel chairman, Justice Okobi, wasn't available to make comments. However, it is expected, and the Attorney General of Lagos made that much clear, that now that they've been given the mandate by the state governments to carry on their work, now they would go on in-house to send out invitations. So one believes that, mindful of all the constraints out there making it down here, the committee will be expected to send out invitations via electronic and some other means to ensure that Nigerians, Lagos residents especially, have their say and are not shut out of this process.
Well, Kemi Fola, ADEYEMO, thank you very much for talking to us.